reiterating, God bless Deion Sanders. Came up, somebody said perhaps he lost a toe or two. Perhaps he's losing a foot.
Ooh.
I don't think Michael Irvin should have been that upset if he was just losing one foot. Then Sherman made an ignorant ass comment. He saw a woman with 2 fake legs and a real foot.
No, they just making the fake foot look real now.
And she ain't had no. Oh, it was a fake foot that looked real
with a real foot on the end.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. This is true. My cousin, who died, but he hit the lottery in Jackson, Georgia, like $900,000, which is like $1 billion in Jackson, Georgia.
Yeah.
And anyway, he had sugar, so they cut both his legs off. Did you know that the insurance company that he was with who made the Chevrolets here? They had the plant here, Chevrolet, I think. And their insurance would only give him 1 prosthetic leg, but he had 2.
Right.
So I said, brother, we call him brother, his name was Milton. I said, brother, where you get the other leg? He said, I bought it from a girlfriend who worked at the gas station. Her father died. He was a white man. So he had white leg and black leg. So her father had a fake leg.
I don't know if I can go there with you, man.
I'm not telling you, this is the truth, man. Okay. So he had a white leg
and black leg.
And black leg.
I bet that white leg worked real good.
And so I said,
it walked straight and everything. The black leg had a little left to it.
I said, was it the same size legs? He said, about the same height. Yeah. I said, what about the feet? He said, 1 foot bigger than the other one, but it don't hurt or nothing.
Oh my God!
I just crammed that motherfucker in the same shoe. Just cram it in the shoe anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a 12.
See, you ain't thinking like you ain't got no feet. Yeah. Buy the bigger pair of shoes. Buy the shoes with big foot.
10 and a 12.
He gonna get whichever one on sale.
Whichever one.
He like,
whichever one on clearance.
7. He gonna cram his foot into a 7. He like, these children feet.
You gotta do is go match them and then put them in the box. Put you a 9 in one, put you a 12 in another one. Just put them together in the box.
There you go. And then somebody go buy the other pair and be mad as hell.
Right?
I can't believe we're having this discussion. I've never seen that in all my 50.
One of my feet is actually bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
I think most people got one.
I can understand it maybe it's like an inch off.
Everybody foot just a little bit.
Ain't no damn inch now. I ain't retarded.
No, it'd be like
ain't no damn inch off.
But it's enough that you can feel it in the shoe. That you can. That your
I have
you
given
can feel the
shoes
shoe
away,
right.
and people come back to me and say, "Hey man, these damn shoes ain't the same size." I said, "Hey man, you want the shoes or not? Wear 2 socks on the right foot, man. Right foot bigger. What the hell you want me to do? They was the same size when I bought them. They didn't stretch out.
You stretch one of them.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, God bless Deion, man. I ain't mad. This is those of y'all that don't know. Y'all know this is the anniversary of Michael Jackson dying.
What?
Yeah. 2009.
Yep.
2009. Damn.
Ain't that trip?
Man.
Time be flying, boy.
Boy.
We were a few days apart. I think he was
2009.
Like I said, I knew before everybody
5 days. You knew what?
that he had died. Before TMZ and all the people broke it.
How you know he died?
Because a person I was seeing at the time was working at Cedars-Sinai, and she hit me up. She said they brought Michael in. It does not look good. And
What's her name? That's against the law.
I'm not finna tell you her name.
And then, the rest of the story is when you heard the bad news, you immediately broke down and started praying for Michael and the family.
No, because when she called me back a little bit later, she said, first she said the coma, then she said they was waiting on his mama. And I said, if that's the case, he's already gone. Because when they say it like that, they want to make sure the family's in. So
but let's pray anyway. You ain't pray. So you ain't pray for Mr. Michael Jackson?
I didn't do none of that. I wasn't called a preacher at the time. Yeah.
You better claim that you wasn't called. I feel like Michael Jackson dying and you a man of the cloth.
I didn't know he was dying. She said, Michael's coming in. She ain't no doctor. She ain't no nurse. She just part of administration. She said, and it does not look good. And that's what she said. And then when she called me about an hour later, she said he's in a coma and they waiting on his mother. And I said, well.
Did you rush to the hospital?
I was in Louisiana when I got that call.
You can rush from Louisiana.
Man, look,
you can rush from anywhere.
I don't love Michael that bad.
Alabama.
I don't love Michael that deep. So hey,
he was a man, man.
Yeah. Oh, hands down.
I think I've said it before. I believe he's a barometer of entertainers when they were talking about who's baddest now, Chris Brown or
Usher.
for me, as a barometer, I didn't compare him to Michael Jackson. I think Chris Brown got him beat.
Yeah.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
I think Chris Brown definitely is closer to Michael. And I think if
The
Michael
dance
was still
moves.
alive, him and Chris Brown would have already collaborated on some things for sure. And him and Usher probably would have at this. Him, Chris Brown, and Usher all be in the
Probably
same
would've.
video. And
Y'all
then
know I talked to Michael Jackson one time?
one time. About what?
It was a guy, the first black guy to own the casino in Las Vegas. He was in Detroit at the time. Hot damn, can't call his name. Start with A. Anyway, he called me to his office. I was performing in Detroit, and I went out there. And he dead now. And he got Michael Jackson on the phone. He said, DC, I want you to talk to Michael Jackson. And he said, I want y'all to get together and do it too. And he got Michael Jackson on the phone. Mike said, hello?
Yep.
I'm like, who the hell is
Yep.
that?
My bad, it's Mike.
That's Mike.
Nah, his voice deep.
Michael Jackson voice, boy,
Yeah.
deeper than mine.
Yeah, you don't accumulate that type of wealth without having some form of authority about yourself.
I said,
So,
what's going on? I said,
yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
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 I said, what's going on, man?
But how you know it was really Mike if he ain't sound like Mike? If he ain't say hee hee, yeah, it's Mike. Like how you really know it's Mike if it wasn't no FaceTime? That nigga just called one of his partners. He be like, hey, just tell him you Michael Jackson and
it
sound
was
regular.
Mike, man.
How you know though? What's the proof of that was Mike though?
Those who know he got a deep voice.
It was Mike.
All
man.
of them got deep voice.
Yeah,
they
but I'm
just
saying
had that
if you ain't never
soft voice in
heard
public,
Michael Jackson voice and a deep voice nigga, that could have been Barry White.
No, it wasn't Barry White.
You know Barry White.
I
when
know
you hear
Barry.
him.
But yeah, but you don't know Junebug, the crackhead at the liquor store. That's who it was on the other end.
Okay, maybe it wasn't Mike. Who you think it was?
As long as it wasn't Mike, it was a
So you
disappointment.
think
It don't matter who else it could have been.
My man was just playing a
Hell
joke on me. He just playing a cruel ass joke on me.
And he took it to the grave. You say he was
No,
dead,
it was
though.
Mike, bro.
I don't know, man. Those
And
those
Mike
guys.
said he
are-
was eating chicken. I said, man, what you doing, man? He said, man, I'm sitting there eating Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Reading in the Wake magazine. Then I know it was Mike. Then you can say, because he was the whole way. Like, I'm sitting there reading my Wake, eating chicken. Then I believe it was Mike.
Yeah, man, that's the truth, man. So you're right. It may not have been Mike. But who you think it was? R. Kelly?
Somebody he paid $25 to impress you. He was like, hey, bro, I'm going to pay you $25, man. Just answer the phone and say you Mike.
He had plenty of money, and later on, he opened he was the first black man. I can't call his name. Somebody called me. He was the first black man. He was out of Detroit. First black man to ever own a casino in Las Vegas on the Strip.
He had some money.
Oh, he had some money, bro.
And he had some connections.
He had some
like,
money.
Yeah.
I was
that's what I'm
with him
saying.
one
Yeah.
time. I was with him one time. And he paid $40,000 for a dog for his wife.
must be nice.
He must really love his wife.
A bitch for a bitch.
Oh, you better be glad that dude is dead. You better be glad.
Lord,
$40,000
I
for
mean,
a
he was just out
dog.
there waiting. I thought that's what you wanted me to say. You looked at me, and I thought that's what I had read in your eyes. That's what you wanted me to say for you. My bad. I take it back. A bitch for a nice young lady.
Boy, you might be. Barton. That's him, Don Barton.
Start with an A.
Don Barton. No, that's him, Don Barton.
Okay, Don with a B. Close.
And because he was loaded. And he got Michael Jackson on the phone. Or
Or the neighborhood
Oh, shit,
crackhead, let him say, yeah. Or let
it
him
wasn't
tell
Mike-
it.
It was Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah.
And it was deeper than mine.
What is he supposed to
Now,
say?
Tito, I knew very well. He dead too. I
He
know
couldn't
Tito
fool
dead
Tito.
too.
He couldn't fool you with Tito.
No, I knew Tito.
Them dudes had a different energy. Well, I can't speak for Tito, but me and Roman met Jermaine, and that dude, it was like a different energy.
Yeah.
Jermaine weird, man.
Yeah, Jermaine different.
Jermaine
Yeah,
weird.
them dudes got like a different energy, man. I can't explain
weird.
it. But,
He weird.
They
Jermaine
weird, but it's more than that, man. I
Tito
promise. We was at
cool.
PF Chains in the Valley,
only
man.
boy cool.
Jackie and Marlon.
Jackie
too.
and Marlon cool.
Yeah.
Marlon, he cool, but
Yeah.
cool, you know.
Yeah.
And we did a show together, me, Faison Love, and the Jackson 5. I think I told this story before.
Yeah, but don't you think Jermaine got a
Everybody
weird
was in
energy?
the dressing room, they were telling Faison, man, take all the chicken you want. We don't eat no chicken. Put it in your pocket. And Faison crazy ass like, DC eat chicken? What the fuck you telling me to keep on? I said, hey, man, you can't talk to the Jacksons. It was really, I'm trying not to be starstruck or nothing.
Right.
But it was really an amazing experience, man. Because when they called me and Faison into the dressing room, I thought they would call me in there 'cause I thought I had said some shit I shouldn't have said.
Right.
Or they had heard something I said. But they just wanted to talk. And I went in there, man. Now, we did one show. One show that night.
Right.
Each one of them had a whole rack of clothes, about 50 outfits to choose from. Each one of them.
Yeah.
The wardrobe people, each one of them had a different wardrobe person. And each one of them, I'm not exaggerating, had about 50 outfits to choose what they were going to wear that night.
They didn't have to match.
Hell no,
Nah.
they didn't, man.
I thought it was the Jackson 5, like they was all matching.
Jackson 5 never matched.
Them boys was grown
Yeah,
men.
man. A
they
couple
wanna
times, but most of the time, it was always different. What they
Yeah,
did.
all of them was
all.
different. Yeah.
And I looked at all that shit, all them outfits. So then it was, I think it was 5 of them then, because the other boy, the cousin had John, or the young boy,
Yeah,
John.
the young
Randy. Yeah,
Randy.
Randy went.
So I'm looking at 250 outfits. And all I could think of, this was after the show, was all this shit to choose from, and Jermaine picked that shit he wore.
Jermaine gonna put on that trench coat. Jermaine gonna put on that gray trench with the little merit badge on the side and rock
Yeah.
out. He ain't leaving.
Yeah. But they were cool, man. But yeah, that's the extent of me knowing Michael Jackson. Now, Chris Tucker used to roll with him.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker used to roll with him, and what's the little bitty boy that Michael Jackson used to?
Manuel Lewis.
Yeah, he used to be carrying man loose around.
Oh my God.
I bet he wouldn't carry his fat ass around now. Emmanuel Lewis live by me somewhere out in Fayetteville.
Oh, he's
Over there
here.
in Fayette, huh?
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah, he here.
Oh man.
Yeah, he here.
From here.
Webster.
I bet he won't pick that motherfucker up now. You be better off picking Weightball up.
Oh God.
Well, he like a
I
little-
think both of them will throw your back out, probably. Neither one is recommended.
You listen to DisRace. We'll be right back.